Hello, hello, and welcome back to some more Mass Effect 3. It's been sitting on the map screen. Actually, the way I have my setup, I could hear that intro song playing on that one scene, on the first scene, but I could hear the map music in this playing on this one. So it's kind of a mix of the two. Which is actually what I was kind of going for there. I had someone, I commissioned someone to make that, and I literally was like, you know the map music in Mass Effect? Kind of going for that. Alright. Well, last stream was the beginning of Mass Effect 3. I did like the first missions, got Garrus, and now this stream is going to be, I'm going to do some side stuff. We'll probably end up doing the next story mission or two. But the very first thing I'm doing, we're getting our Prothean friend. Oh yeah, I forgot I can do Jack's mission too. I like that mission. All right, you'll notice this is somewhere very familiar. This is on Eden Prime. It's where it all began. Ooh! I get to start the stream by reading. That's always a good idea for me. Arcadia. An unusually large terrestrial world, Arcadia has a dense atmosphere composed of nitrogen and helium. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of alkaline basalts, but metal deposits are plentiful. Although several spectacular examples of columnar basalt formation offer scenic beauty, Arcadia's hostile environment has precluded commercial development. So, big hot rock. And you are Zion. It's a hydrogen-helium gas giant, even larger than Jupiter. Despite its deep gravity well and lethal radiation, it supports a small helium-3 mining industry. The reason is simple. As the only gas giant in the Utopia system, it is the only local source of fuel for Eden Prime, power stations, and spaceports. Zion has 112 natural satellites, ranging from orbiting asteroids to the moon of Asphodel. Asphodel? Which is large enough to retain a thick atmosphere. Alright, okay, got Eden Prime there. Now again, I kind of miss that this game doesn't have the 100% thing.
I found something.
But you can do something like this, and then it'll show you've been here. Now luckily, I don't have to scan for minerals anymore. Oh, look how slow it is! Oh, it's so slow compared to 2. Alright, what you got for me? Boston found. Cool. There it is. Prothean data files. A lot of collectibles in this one that you can just randomly find for war assets. Oh, there's fuel, which I'm not going to grab because I don't need it right now. It doesn't go away. And once you take it, though, it's gone. So even though it says 50% assets recovered, at least it lets me know I've been here. Normally, if that's the case, it's either something pops up later, maybe, or it's just fuel I haven't gotten yet. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. Nirvana. It has a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. The surface is a mix of water ice and iron oxides, with cryovolcanic plumes of potassium concentrated around the equatorial ridge. Nirvana has little of commercial or scientific interest. Though a few geological research stations were constructed in the early 2160s, all have been shut down for years. The Alliance maintained an automated ice cracking station, which stockpiled a large amount of deuterium fuel for use by the fleet. This was commandeered in the preparations for the war, and now Nirvana is completely silent. And Xanadu. Xanadu's atmosphere is composed of methane and argon, while the planet's frozen surface is largely potassium with deposits of calcium. Its location in the deep cold of the outer system and the lack of valuable resources leave little to recommend it. A lot of these planets are really boring. Eden Prime is the lucky one. I guess it's kind of like our solar system, honestly. I mean, we have hot rock, really hot rock with carbon monoxide and dioxide and everything. Then we have Earth, and then desolate red rock. I mean, it's kind of like ours. Eden Prime. The idyllic agrarian world was once one of the first human colonies established beyond the Chiron Relay. Eden Prime's fertile biosphere drew heavy immigration from the Systems Alliance and other human organizations. In 2183, Eden Prime was attacked by a Geth force led by the rogue Spectre, Saren Octarius. I said Arcturus because of Arcturus Station. Artarius. Commander Shepard, Responding to the attack, encountered a Prothean beacon that warned of imminent Reaper invasion. It is thanks to this beacon and the commander's quick action, the galaxy has any chance of survival today. Although the Reapers rushed past much of the Exodus cluster in their plan to take Earth, it is clear the war has come to Eden Prime. Distress signals have jammed all available frequencies. Fires burn in vast swaths across the arable land, and its once extensive monorail system is twisted metal. Cerberus has much to lose if word of their ruthless attack on the human colony gets out. The stand to gain must be equally valuable. Yeah, Cerberus is known as a pro-human group. This is a human planet. It kind of gets rid of the credibility to me. The elusive man talking about he does everything to help humanity grow and survive and beat the Reapers, yet he's willing to attack a human world and kill human people. I would say it's hypocritical, but it's also because he's being indoctrinated. Alright, Liara, and this kind of makes sense. Liara has to come with you because she's the Prothean expert. Question is, who am I bringing with me? I mean, I have to bring Garrus, right? I could go with a random team assortment, and I guess I also need to make some team names at some point, but I'm bringing Garrus. This was my original, Team Mass Effect 1, was Liara and Garrus. Now it's more Tali and Garrus, or Rex. Alright, I am a terrible sniper, but I kind of like the setup. I don't really like any of the submachine guns I have. They're kind of low damaging. So I think this is good. I basically have an infiltrator loadout. Good. Oh, Garrus is getting this thing. And you know what? I'm going to give him, give him the Valkyrie. Alright. Oh, wow, I have 14 points. Alright, I mainly use Incinerate and Overload, so I'm going to do those first. Although, I might... let's see what this does. Yes, please. Let's see. Do I want chain? I thought I did this. Maybe I died. I'll do chain overload and recharge speed. I always do recharge speed no matter how low it is. That way I can put more weapons on and get, and be able to use my abilities effectively. Oh, Garrus has... Oh, I'm definitely doing this. Armor-piercing ammo is my thing. It's my favorite ammo. Yep. Squad. I get 50% effectiveness, which means if I give him these right here, I get half of it. Which means 5% health and armor damage to me. Sure. Turian Rebel. Weapon damage or health. Weapon damage or health. Weapon damage or health. You know what? I'm going to go durability. I am playing on insane. I could use the extra health. Specifically assault rifle damage and sniper rifle damage. I'm going sniper. I always make Garrus a full sniper. It's just what I do. So I'm not giving him this. And this is kind of pointless too, so for now I'll leave that alone. And I always try to get the first 3 ranks and everything just to make it nice and balanced. Except for proximity mine. I honestly think proximity mine's pretty bad. If you use it in multiplayer, it can be decent as a debuff. But I don't really see him using that effectively. So in that case... Force and damage or impact radius. You know what? I'll do an AoE one. Liara. I don't need this anymore, I guess. I prefer AP ammo over this. How about a point in stasis and a point in this? Impact radius, or the hold is longer and additional enemies can be lifted. Oh, kind of like that. Duration or damage increase? Duration or damage increase? Go damage increase. I can use any buff I can get. Alright. Back to where it started. To Eden Prime.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where Saren launched his first major attack with the Geth.
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
And for some reason, it looks like the Reapers took out my subtitles. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'll put them back on as soon as I can.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
I remember the reports. I was busting my ass trying to find evidence against Saren. Hearing that he'd attacked a colony while I sat mired in bureaucracy, that was a bad day.
This is why I brought Garrus as well. Garrus and Liara never made it to Eden Prime. They weren't on our team yet, but they know about it. Remember, Garrus was trying his best to take down Saren, and Liara would have loved to have seen the Prothean beacon firsthand. That's why Edie, I feel like Edie might be able to add a little bit, but James, look, man, I like James better than some of the human characters, but he isn't in the series until 3. He knows nothing about Eden Prime, not really. I mean, even Jacob, I think, mentioned that he was on Eden Prime at some point. I like to bring people that add the most to the conversation.
You always did prefer a straight-up fight.
And you're always good at helping me find them.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All part of the service, Commander.
All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
Let's do it. And Garrus, he pulled out an assault rifle again. I don't know what's with my Garrus and not wanting to be a sniper. Alright, turn on subtitles. As soon as I can.
No sign of survivors.
Okay. Eden Prime's looking nicer than last time I saw it. I believe it's under narrative. Yeah, why do you keep getting turned off?
Come on, we need to find the dig site.
And Garrus is floating slightly, I think.
This was a beautiful colony once.
Yep, he is.
Survive, Saren. You can survive this.
They rebuilt Mindwar. It wasn't the same.
It never is.
Now, okay, it's this way. It's like, am I already stuck? Can I already not find my way out of the landing site? Okay, Garrus, please switch to your awesome sniper rifle. There we go.
Understood.
And give me armor-piercing rounds. We are good to go. Now, of course, going into this game the first time, you don't know a lot of the story stuff, but you knew who this was. Just from the DLC description on day one, you knew you were getting a Prothean on your team. Kind of ruined the surprise.
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
So, Liara, ever dug up, what do humans call it? A dinosaur?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
A bit, but at least you're catching on these days.
Yep, Liara has definitely grown. This is Mass Effect 1, she would not have caught on to that. Processing update. We've taken more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor in a Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet. And when we increased food rations as payment for the work, most of the complaints died out. Maintain the story as long as possible. We don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony, and if these families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they'd cooperate.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Oh, it just started, Jay. It just started. Also, this is the one mission I missed the first time through the game. I didn't find all the intel for Eden Prime resistance, so that was on my that was in my journal the entire game.
There, that's the elevator that leads down into the dig site.
Ooh. You know me, though. I'm always after new teammates.
Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
Like the Collectors, or those bodies we found back on Ilos.
Like the bodies we found back on Ilos. But this one is alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
Eee. And you'll notice a pattern here. Remember in Mass Effect 1, when you find out that Sovereign isn't a Reaper ship? And the reveal is like, you know, it's like, Sovereign's not a Reaper ship. He's a Reaper. And then in Mass Effect 2, where it's like, not just any Reaper. A human Reaper. This game series loves this kind of thing. It's like, it's not just a Prothean artifact. It's a Prothean.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Galactic community? You think they had something like a council?
Yes, exactly. Their cultural and artistic expression are actually quite close to those of the ancient Asari. And given their similar interests in helping other species, it's clear that they believed in interspecies cooperation.
Yeah, and I wonder if their cancels suck too. I wonder if there's a theory that Javik was kind of like the shepherd of his cycle. I wonder if Javik went to the Prothean Council and was like, look, the Reapers are coming. You're like, oh yes, Reapers. I wonder if like all this just repeats itself over and over and over again. I wonder if we ever had information, like ever had dialogue with Javik, he'd be like, in my cycle we had a council too. When they didn't listen to us and the Reapers killed us all, we killed them. So we ate them. Or if they hadn't been on the Citadel and died immediately, we would have killed them anyway.
The way you describe them, they sound a lot like the Asari.
I'm certain I'm coloring their culture with my own perceptions. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
You know, they say, Liara, never meet your heroes.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Speaking of which, there they are.
There they are.
I'll listen to that music. Listen to that Mass Effect beepy boopy fighting music. Oh, hello. Now, it's been a little while since I played. Like, it's been since Friday. Bear with me on the aiming. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, well, that's the other button. Shepard might be okay. Ow, 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 ow. Shepard might be a little rusty on the aiming. Oh, or I'll do that. Okay. It is fun to just to blame all of my issues on Shepard. Like, my Shepard is bad with directions. My Shepard gets lost so easily. My Shepard has a bad memory. But again, I'm kind of screwed over when we get to the next playthrough of Mass Effect when I'm not using a different Shepard. I'll have no excuses then. Oh.
All right. Let's get moving before more of them come back.
Yeah, they decided to add a little bit more gore in this version. People just explode. You know what's funny? Mass Effect 1 really wasn't that violent if you think about it. There was like really no blood. No heads getting blown off. No just turning into just pieces of meat. They kind of... Even the language was toned down too. Like, that's another feel difference between 1 and 2 and 3. Alright, I don't want to miss the stuff. Troop deployment update. Local resistance is heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. We've pulled most of our troops from the north neighborhoods to assist. All remaining troops in the north neighborhood. Continue standard patrol activities to maintain the illusion of a large presence in the area. If the locals knew we were understaffed, they could do some serious damage.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, I really want to help the colonists here. They've been screwed over so much. They got attacked over the beacon. And then, you know what's funny? Look, Shepard's the good guy, right? Shepard's the good Spectre. Saren's the bad Spectre. Do you think people care? Do you think the people of Eden Prime care what the difference is? It's like in Star Wars. Like in the Old Republic days, people don't care. It's like, oh no, we're Force users, but we're the good Force users. See, the Sith are the ones killing you. They're the bad ones. We're the good ones. Like, we don't care. You use the Force, you're a danger to us. People don't like to differentiate between those. It's like, oh, you're a Spectre, huh? Last time a Spectre came here, a bunch of us died. Ooh, oh, I can't go in the plants. Uh-oh. From an outside perspective, as a video game player or movie watcher, we know the difference because we see everything that happens. These people don't care. It's like the people on Horizon. When the Alliance showed up, when Shepard and Cerberus showed up, it's like, oh, good, more people. Ow. Oh, no, you don't. No, none of that. On this difficulty, these turrets will kill you so fast. Okay. You gotta be patient with those grenades. Something I am not. Oh, I don't have, oh, God. I don't have my bullets. Bullet me, Garrus. Ow. Alright, Cerberus, I'll teach you to bring me back to life. Stop with the grenades. Yeah, this is what insane is to me. This is what I remember from playing Insanity on in Mass Effect 3. Grenades everywhere when you fight Cerberus. Gotcha. Alright, let's see who the better engineer is. I say that and completely whiff my shot.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Well, good. Good for them. Oh. Welp.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game. This isn't a military stronghold. It's somebody's home.
We didn't kill these people, and we're going to shut down the bastards who did.
Is there any reason why they were wearing their armor while just relaxing on a Sunday, watching some football or something, some spaceball? Must have been an intense game. All right, I'm looking for that info. I need that info. I don't want to have that in my journal for the rest of my time. Okay. All right. Well, nope. Didn't mean to do that. Shepard, please no. Left bumper. Shields. Right bumper. Armor. Can I get an explosion? Yeah. Man, okay. Cerberus is very annoying to fight in this game. Between the smoke grenades and the regular grenades. I'd rather fight Reapers. No, you get back here. Stop moving. Stop moving. I'm not a good shot. Stop. All right. Get him, Blitzball. I'm glad I had that one. That was a good one. I want to turn it up a little bit, though. Let me try something. Ow! Come on, man. I was looking at my stuff.
Blitzball.
That's okay. Ow! Shepard's trying to fight, but he's also messing with his phone right now. Like I said, any excuse I can give my Shepard to make me look not so bad, I'll give him. Like, yep. Shepard's on his phone right now. Please stop. All right. That guy was smart. Cerberus has the best and brightest. I can't see. Why is smoke actually useful in the future? Why don't I have something that can see through it? Like you've because of the Shadow Broker DLC, we read everything that Garrus's visor can do, everything. Yet smoke is still effective. All right, I think I'm at a part where I'm not supposed to be yet, but I'm still gonna look around for stuff.
Found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Wait, why did it switch over here? Can you? That's really weird. All right, back to looking for data. Important data. All right, I'm back here. Okay. That's right. Today's Tuesday. Jay, are you streaming some more Minecraft tonight? Resistance information update. We've gotten word from our source within Eden Prime's resistance movement that we can expect an attack on our security center between 2200 and 2300 tomorrow night. They're pulling in forces from across the colony. This gives us a perfect chance to destroy their leadership. Once the attack is contained, allow Dr. William Cambiata to escape, firing near-miss shots to keep it realistic. He's given us good information, and with luck, the locals will see him as a daring hero and the only man to escape the Cerberus trap. They might even put him in charge. We'll see about that.
This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
Oh, good. That was it. That was all of them. Ooh, Fire Emblem, eh? I'm still thinking about getting it. I have, like, no money right now, but it seems like one of those games that would take up a lot of time. You know what I mean? Like, not only do I have to rate my purchases of games based on content, obviously, and how good it is, how fun it is, but also length. I really can't, like, justify spending $60 on a new game that only lasts like 10 hours. But something like that would probably last me a long time. If it's like if it's anywhere like Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics takes me like 200 hours to beat when I play it, so. All right, Shepard, calm down. Oh, and this is where we find out how the cipher works. I like this little touch that his eyes glow green when it's working. And look at this. We're actually getting footage of the Reapers fighting the Protheans. And it's not going well.
I never thought our empire would fall. It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to Doc Space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong. For the Empire. For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod.
For the Republic.
Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
So they already... So the collectors are just like the Reaper versions of the Protheans. I kind of...
I've got the signal.
Hold on.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would, and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And the signal they used.
Perfect. Then we just need to figure out how to physically open the pod.
And helmet's back on. Anyway, I kind of assumed the Protheans were turned into collectors over time. Kind of like the Keepers probably were. But I guess it makes sense. I mean, we've already seen how fast the Reapers can turn other species into their whatever they want, like the Reaper things, the Reapified things. I guess it makes sense. That over the course of like the 100 years that they fought the Protheans, they'd already be kind of in that form. Now, can I go up here? Ooh. Going up. Now, come on, game. Give me something cool up here. Nothing. All right. Oh, also, that emote that I put in Discord, it is, I'm waiting approval. That'll be fun. Well, it's not a founder because it actually can't sub to me. I had to gift the sub so it could use my emote, which is kind of funny to think about. I had to gift a sub to a robot so it could do, this. Command. Boop. Whee! Otherwise, Nightbot can't use it. The funny thing is, Nightbot can use, supposedly, oh, there's a cooldown on it. There's a cooldown on it. Supposedly, I haven't tried this, but Nightbot is the same Nightbot for everybody, right? That means that anyone who has subbed their Nightbot to their channel to do that, he can use the emotes. So I think there's actually a master list somewhere of all the channels that Nightbot is subscribed to, which means you can type it in manually and have him use any emote you want that someone else has. Because Nightbot is subbed to them. I didn't bother doing that because I kind of wanted to just use mine as a save command to make me save the stupid game, but all right. More Prothean visions. Embracing Prothean. Oh, look at the little Destroyer Reaper. At least those aren't invincible. God, that rifle is so overpowered when you get it in the game. Too bad I'm an engineer and it's heavy. And yep, it looks like the Protheans had their own version of biotics. It's called biotics in the game, but I really don't know what it is.
Acknowledged.
Oh look, he's not leaving a man behind. At least within reach. Yeah, as much of a jerk as Javik kind of comes off, he does care about his people. I mean, imagine how much it messed him up knowing he failed.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! Broadside bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
See, he wants to protect the ones that are left.
You understood that one too?
Yes.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Oh, there's the music again. It's going down.
Backup forces are here.
Alright, Blitzball. Go. And I keep forgetting I have this map to Y. I can overload weapons. I need to remember I can do that. Come on, grenade. Blow up. There you go. And I used it on nothing. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm the best Shepard ever.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
I had a bad angle. I was on the cover on the left and the guy was on the right. That was bad. It won't happen again the entire stream. I'm not making that promise. By the way, I added a new channel reward that I'm gonna regret adding. Actually, I added two. I added a one-time purchase to name the dog, the robot dog on the ship, just like the hamster. And I also added one to use my desk elliptical for 15 minutes. That'll be fun. Dude, my coordination is so bad. I can't wait to see me using my desk elliptical while trying to aim. Get him. Aw. I'm hitting something else. It's chaining to something else. Okay, that really hurts. That grenade too close? Nope, okay. Well, it's a hey, before you spend the money to make me actually move, remember though, you can spend the 5K to name little doggy too. You can do that. Or make your own custom team name with 2 people. Those are awesome options too. Okay, I hit the wall again. Alright, Shepard. Yeah, but who can... No. It's getting its own name. Someone in chat's gonna name it. The guy left the dog with us. I'm renaming the dog. Okay, that was a really good grenade. Whew. Oh wait, you don't want to name stuff either? Hey, some of your team names were good. They're better than mine. I know that doesn't really sound like a compliment, but... Oh, his head's gone. Huh. I thought I wasn't close enough for that to kill me.
Yes.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod.
Yes.
Backup forces are here.
Alright, 3rd time's the charm. We're going to throw out Blitzball, and we're actually going to throw out Pokeball too, since I keep forgetting he exists. Go, Pokeball! Alright. They're going to do some work, and I'll take care of this guy. God, I am so squishy. Especially in a game that added the extra mechanic of fitness that 2 didn't have. He still threw it. He still got the grenade off. I'm running. Ha! I did it. Any more enemies? Yes, there are. Oh, hello. Wrong button. Are my teammates helping me at all? Garrus is. Where's Liara? Oh, Liara. I see Liara. She's hiding. Come on, Liara. Where's Liara from... Where's Mass Effect 2 Liara? I don't want Mass Effect 1 Liara. Am I good? Am I good? I think I'm good. Okay. Why is the music still playing? Woo! That reminds me in Mass Effect multiplayer. You're just minding your own business, walking around looking for one of the last enemies, and all of a sudden you turn a corner and it's just turret. Liara, where did you even come from? I think she just jumped out a window and died immediately. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, okay. Nope, everything's fine. Everything's good. Whew. You know, since we're on Mass Effect 3 for the first time, not the last time probably, Jay, what was your favorite mission in Mass Effect 3? I mean, there's some good ones to pick from. Or you just like favorite chapter? The Krogan stuff, sort of the Quarian stuff, you know, that kind of thing. Even if it's a side mission. Let's not include Citadel DLC, because that's kind of an obvious good one. Citadel is obviously the best DLC in the game. Oh, hello. Liara, get up. And man, I am glad they added a free revive in this game. So you don't have to use up your metagel. Oh, it's time to deliver some mail. Yeah. Part of me knows that the missions in this game are way too over the top. It's like you go from like, you know, the stuff in 1 and 2 to just saving a race entirely or destroying one. But I can't help but like it. It's fun. The part of my brain that's like, this is kind of ridiculously over the top. The other part is just like, shut up, other part of my brain. Enjoy it. Uh-oh. 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 Woo! It's like the kind of part of your brain you turn off in like a movie that's not great because it makes no sense, but it's just fun to watch. Just turn off that part of your brain and enjoy it. Oh, wait till you get to Mass Effect Andromeda. Combat's even better. Speaking of which, you gonna play Mass Effect Andromeda at some point, right? Yeah. You know, no hurry. Just you got to finish off the series, because who knows if there'll ever be another one.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
Find a way to the pod. All right. Now, do I remember how to do this? All right. My Shepard has got to get over his weakness of not being able to find his way out of anywhere. Let's figure this out. Well, luckily Andromeda's pretty cheap. And there's no DLC, which means I went... Oh, come on. Without being DLC, you know how they make most of their money now. The game itself can be like $10. The DLC is still like $50 total. I don't think I'm going the right way. No, wait. No. God, my Shepard can beat the collectors, can beat the Reapers, and I can't find where to go. Can you tell me where to go, please? Come on, little ding. Tell me where to go. I want out. Oh, this is sad. This is sad. Alright, well, this is the stream. Now, is it something as simple as just going off the side here? Well. Look at that, I figured it out. Yeah, we did it. We deserve the Prothean now. Hey, Heather. Just getting lost like usual. About to get a new teammate. A DLC teammate. And Okay. All right. My Shepard also doesn't know how to use ladders. All right, Prothy.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
Hey, it's my ship. I can do it. I can call him whatever I want. He doesn't like it. He can get off my ship. Oh, listen to that music. It's fighting time. Do. Yeah, I'm gonna say one of the best things, my favorite things I added to the game was just the heads exploding. You know, it's just something about it. It's satisfying.
Here they come.
All right, Blitzball, go. And Pokeball. Whee. Where did he just throw? That was weird. Okay, he throws at least my Shepard throws better than I do. I wasn't what you would call athletic at any point in my life, so. Oh, you really gonna hide there? Come on out, come on out. There you go. Yay, laundry! Hey, that could be an emote for you. Let's get a laundry emote. I can't save it. Do I have... Wow. I kind of forgot how much damage these guys can take on this difficulty. Hey, well, someone should have reminded me with a save mode. That's why it's there. Because I never remember to save. Oh, wow. I actually hit him. I love Garrus just knocking people in their ass with the concussive mine thing. Concussive shot.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
If anybody needs fresh clips or a bathroom break, now's the time.
No, I'm good. Always make sure to go to the bathroom before the stream starts.
We're almost there.
I saw a supply cache in the building next door if you want to stock up.
Sure, why not?
Down a singularity to block enemy access. Heavy mech, don't let it get close.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Woo. Okay. All right. Jump the cover. Not that way. Caden. Oh, but look, Caden's like... well... Caden's just like... He's good friend material. Oh, man. All right. I'm gonna stop poking. Okay. Let's be smart about this. For the first time ever. He is, I have successfully confused this thing. Now, I don't remember. You can get into these things, can't you? If you shatter the canopy. See, the thing is, I've seen these things in multiplayer way more than single player. And in multiplayer, you can't do that. Look out, Liara. Oh, I don't... He can't come in here, can he? Can he? Okay. Oh. Oh. He's dead. Again, another nice new feature to Mass Effect 3. The meatifying of enemies. Alright. Did I break the canopy? Nope, didn't. Oh, I did. No, I didn't. I didn't. What the? I think someone might have flanked me a bit. Well, that's an oof.
Heavy mech, don't let it get close!
Alright, canopy shots. Whew. But hey, since you're here, I asked Jay already. What was your what's your favorite mission in Mass Effect 3? There's some good ones to pick from. I mean, I'm kind of partial to the Morden one at the very end of the Krogan thing. The Krogan ones. Now, I don't remember if these shots on the shields count towards breaking it or not. Don't remember. Uh-oh. I just looked down and it says, at my feet. People, I'll give Cerberus this. They can throw a grenade. They put those things right where they need to be. Yeah. Perhaps I should take out the little guys first. Ah, I missed. No. I think I just took his head off by shooting him in the crotch. Alright. Oh, there it is. There's the person who killed me. I'm gonna die anyway. Because I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere to go. No. Oof. Alright.
Heavy mech, don't let it get close!
Screw the canopy. I'm just going to spam it with abilities. Give this a nice, I need to turn that up more. Oh, he blocked the shot. He took the shot for the president. Alright. I want my Prothean. That's what I'm fighting for right now. Come on. Smoke, go away. Thank you. Alright. Spam it. Spam it with abilities. Look at these skills. Uh-oh. He's back. Stop killing me. Okay, there's more than one. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm learning my lesson. There are several that way. Once I do this for like a minute or two, I need to turn around and fight those off first. Don't worry. My Shepard is a master strategist. He'll figure out eventually. Bullet sponges. It's like I'm playing Destiny again. Alright. Where are they? It appears they haven't spawned yet. I mean, been dropped off yet. Dude, my Shepard, there's something about my Shepard hitting walls with incinerates. Not just doors anymore, it's walls now. Okay. Still not over there. Alright, let's get some explosions in here. Nope. Nope, someone already did it. Garrus did it for me. Oh, that's such bad timing. That's such bad timing. Thanks, Liara. Yeah, they make you fight for that DLC, don't you? First you have to pay $10 for it, and now you gotta fight for them. Speaking of which, it was still $10, by the way, I think. Again, like, I think I've seen Mass Effect 3 on sale on Xbox for like $5. The DLC was still the exact price it was when it came out. Reminds me, I'm gonna have to buy all the Dragon Age games and get all the DLC for that too. Ugh. Kind of like how I own, how many times, let's see, how many times have I bought Final Fantasy X? PS2. PS2 International Version. PS3. PS4. Xbox. Steam. Vita. The only version I don't own is Switch. I think he's stuck. Good. Yay, I did it. Good job, team, whatever this team name is that I haven't thought of yet. Speaking of which, I'm up for team names. Even if it's a team that doesn't exist yet. Even if it's someone I don't even have yet on the team like Tally. If anyone has any good team names, just let me know. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm not dying this time. It's not happening. Nope. Nope. I refuse. I refuse to die. Okay. He stands out behind cover way too long to throw that thing. Once again, I keep forgetting I have sabotage. I need to use it as much as possible. Sabotage is my friend. Like so. Even though he was... I kept thinking it was supposed to make his weapon not work. But I think his weapon does still work. It just hurts him when he shoots it. Yay! Prothy! God, Liara has put this Prothy on such a pedestal. And she gets so disappointed as the game goes.
Goddess.
And there he is.
It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness.
$50,000-year nap. Oh, someone's a little cranky.
Be careful, he's confused.
God, imagine waking up 50,000 years later and your entire civilization's gone. You're literally the last one left.
Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No, the bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now. Neutron bombardment underway.
Yeah. They were supposed to save 1 million. And he already knew 300,000 of them were dead. And that sound, he knows that most of them are now dead.
The bunker is secure. Commander traffic.
What is left of it? A few Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately.
And he's the number one priority.
You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me, while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Oh.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. Turian. I am surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Oh, typical Javik. He comes around, though. Eventually.
A living Prothean?
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Speaking of new weapon, I got that beam rifle now.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which...
And speaking of going back to the beginning, not only starting on the first planet, but we get to see this. It's been a while.
You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction. Our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist.
It's a little dark.
Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Ew.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
Ouch.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Now, this is a cool moment right here. You know, at the end of Mass Effect 1, when you get to ask the VI, Vigil, about whatever you want about the Protheans, what's going on, now we get to talk to an actual Prothean. Of course, he's not a scientist. This is gonna bum Liara out so much. Because he wants to know about like the society and the science and all that stuff, and we have here a soldier. He's a warrior. He's not gonna care about that. Ooh, look at all this stuff I can learn about.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Yeah, that's pretty useful to be able to touch something. But I have a feeling there's a downside to it, too. I think he mentions it later in the game, that because he's in the same room that Grunt was in for so long, that maybe he starts to be a little more aggressive than usual. It is kind of interesting their technology is based on empathy, almost. Like, it's based on, like, chemicals and emotions and not tech.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered. What sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Ooh, okay.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
Nah, he's not that bad. It doesn't sound great, but think about it. Their cycle, AI became a problem. And the Protheans were like, look, we're going to get everyone underneath of us. If they don't want to join us, we'll fight them, and then they'll either join us or die. But in the end, it helped. It had like a united front against the Reapers. But look at our cycle. Our cycle, we have no union. The Krogan hate Turians and the Solarians. The Solarians hate the Krogan. The Geth and the Quarians are at war. It's just a mess. In some ways, I mean, at least their cycle had an order to it. Ours is kind of chaos. Hey, there's only one of them. He can't enslave everybody anymore, right? There's only one.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think.
It worked. We survived.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Ooh, I can talk to him about Vigil.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
Yeah, although, I mean, I guess in a way it is the Crucible. It's something that's only supposed to help, like, kill the Reapers. I'd imagine it focuses on what they're made of somehow, like how they work. Because I think people tend to forget the Reapers aren't just machines. They're also organic. They're both. And that's the important thing about this cycle. His people stopped it. Normally, the Reapers come in, they take out the Citadel, like, immediately. All the leadership is gone, all the relays are turned off, and then the systems are cut off. Because of the Protheans, they changed the signal that the Keepers, like a signal is sent to the Keepers. They open up the relay, and it happens. But the Protheans messed with the signal, so it didn't work. So Sovereign spent like a century or two trying to figure out how to open in the relay himself, which is how he got Saren to help him. So the Protheans aren't alive anymore, but they did succeed in messing with the Reapers for the next cycle. That's a plus. This cycle is like a few centuries delayed, which probably meant the difference. Because Shepard wouldn't have been born yet.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Yeah, about that, Javik. And see, the thing is, I feel like Javik would get along great with my Renegade Shepard, who is willing to sacrifice people. My Engineer Shepard, we don't really see eye to eye with Javik. Let's see, did all that? Okay.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
So our uniqueness is our strength.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies.
Maybe some of them still do.
Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
Then welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
What a team Shepard has. Look at that, like the team that we had in Mass Effect 1, now we got a Prothean on the team.
So much has been lost. So much has changed. And yet the Reapers are still here. For me, it was only yesterday. Our empire spanned the galaxy. Now we are only a myth. I still have much to learn about this cycle. I still have much to learn about this cycle.
But I want to talk to you some more. And you know what's funny? I mentioned that we have a Prothean on the team. We have a Prothean. We have someone from a species that's been gone for 50,000 years. Still never got a Batarian on our team. After all that. Well, I guess the Batarians are kind of extinct now too, aren't they? Ugh. All right. I don't think that counted as a main mission. So I don't think I unlocked any new dialogue for anybody. Maybe. I'll double check. At least with Liara. Oh, Cortez wants to talk to me. Okay. Well, in that case, I can talk to Edie, Joker, Trainer. Let's see.
Those poor colonists on Eden Prime. First the Geth attack, now Cerberus. For what it's worth, our new crew member doesn't need a translator himself, but he shared a Prothean language tutorial program. It was apparently designed for servant races being inducted into the Empire. Charming cultural clue. Commander?
Ooh. Miranda. Commander, I heard, apparently it did count because I have new stuff. I heard about your stay with the Alliance. I can only imagine what nonsense they cooked up to keep you there. We should talk. It's safer in person. You'll find me on the Citadel by Bay D24. Miranda. Ooh, a news article at Eden Prime. Alliance officials confirm a local resistance movement has successfully pushed Cerberus forces off Eden Prime. Cerberus attacked Eden Prime for reasons that remain unclear and set up facilities to occupy the colony. But after constant attacks from a united populace, Cerberus troops retreated. Alliance officials are sending in evacuation transports now to get colonists off-world before Reaper forces reach the colony. Well, that's nice. We owe this victory to the Alliance, Resistance leader Edward Crabbe said in a prepared statement. The people of Eden Prime have been always been ready to fight, but Alliance intel gave us the tools we needed to push those Cerberus bastards off our planet. Many Resistance fighters have said they plan to enlist to support the Alliance. Yay! And yeah, that's the one mission I missed the first time I played. Hey, Silver. The only thing you've missed so far is I got Prothean Man. That's all I've done so far.
So a Prothean? A real live Prothean? Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing. Commander?
How's our new visitor adjusting to the ship, Edie?
He appears not to understand the human custom of separate sex restroom facilities. I am attempting to enlighten him. I will update you if there is positive progress.
How about you just update me if he doesn't get the message?
Very well. Hello, Shepard.
All right. Well, we don't even know how gender works with Protheans. We only know Javik. I'm sure Liara will get to that eventually. You know Liara is going to ask him every possible question.
You see the Citadel when we were there on leave? You'd never know there was a war on.
They'll know soon enough. All those refugees have to go somewhere.
I don't know. Javik kind of grows on me. He is a jerk at first, and like I said, he does get along with the Renegade Shepard much better. But I think he's fine. I mean, come on, man. He lost all his people. He's the last of all his people. It's got to be depressing. Ooh, anything new? Anything new? Eden Prime support. Eden Prime is an agrarian world producing millions of tons of food that is sold to less arable planets. The Alliance has set up a supply line from this colony to funnel excess provisions to its troops. Hey, we found a food planet. Updated. A few researchers who studied Prothean technology on Eden Prime avoided capture by Cerberus. They forwarded copies of their work to the Alliance, hoping it can help build the Prothean device found on Mars. Updated. Although its military defenses were seriously damaged by the Cerberus invasion, Eden Prime's remaining government has loaned the Alliance several Athabasca-class supply freighters. And other updates. Eden Prime's colonists drove Cerberus away from their system entirely. With its shipping lane secure, the colony is sending out as many supplies and equipment as it can spare. And that gave me an extra 100. Nice. Prothean data files. These Prothean disks were found years ago on Eden Prime, recovered from a few months before the discovery of the Prothean beacon in 2183. For years, the data on the disks was incomprehensible, until the Crucible's blueprints provided the key to understanding the equations. Locked inside the disks were theories on dark matter, meant to be used when the Crucible's main power source. Oh, look at that. I found things. Now, can I talk to Turian Man? Is he here? It says he's here. That's weird. It says he's here, but I don't see him. You up here? Huh. Apparently he's just missing. He's gone. Right then. Well, Edie, can you please help me find the lost Turian on the ship? That's not Garrus. Maybe he's talking with Garrus. Maybe the Turians just love the room with the giant gun in it. Maybe I'll find him in there.
Commander Shepard.
Hey guys, hello door scanning people. You know what? Let's change my armor. Once again, I forgot to change it at the start of the stream. All right. I got any new helmets? Nope. That's okay. Let's change things up a bit. Oops. How about let's stick with the same helmet. Got some nice big bulky shoulder things there. Sure. Make it nice and shiny. All right. What colors am I using this time? How about a nice blue? That's the pattern color. Never mind. I don't have a pattern on. So how about, once again, a nice like bluish color there. And I don't know. What goes well with the blue? About a green. Nice blue and green. With some green lights. There we go. I'm pretty sure that was a color scheme I used in Mass Effect 2. Pretty sure. Now, we're going to be seeing this a lot. This is kind of back into like Mass Effect 1 mode, where every time I do a main mission, I come back and talk to people. I know it's kind of tedious, but I don't want to miss anything. Anyone in here? Oh, okay. The ship's feeling a little empty, I'll be honest. I miss all the people that were into. The ship was just full of people. And now no one's here. Liara, let's have a nice talk about our new Prothean friend and how disappointed you are in him.
There is new information on the private messages terminal.
Ooh. Prothean Notes, 2186, Entry 1. The things this Prothean must have seen. If they had the technology to preserve someone for over 50,000 years, no wonder they were capable of building things like the device on Mars. I must give him time to get his bearings. But, she always says the goddess thing. But goddess, when will we get, wow. Blah, blah, blah. When will we get another chance to learn so much about their civilization?
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
Like how to beat the Reapers?
Ready for the next mission?
That'd be fun. That'd be nice. Look, as cool as the Protheans are, they did lose. I hate to be the one to point that out, but you did lose. Every time Javik is like, Shepard, this isn't going to work. You're not going to save everyone. You're too soft. Like, did it work for you? Did what you tried work for you? No, then let's try something different. Ooh. Can I get a... Ooh, I can. I can have Slam, Armor-Piercing Ammo, or Fortification. Well, considering how much I'm dying, Fortification might be okay. Except I think when it's active, your powers are slower. Yeah, I'll wait for something better to unlock.
Commander?
Now, something nice about this, if characters don't have anything to say, you don't have to go into a conversation and then like you use the conversation wheel and then point to something. You can they just say something like that. It just says Commander. Nice and streamlined. And I've already been down here, haven't I?
Have you seen our newest crew member?
You mean the biggest story in 50,000 years that I can in no way talk about?
So you have seen him. Just wondering.
You know, in the old days, they didn't have automat on cameras. Reporters had to cake on the makeup.
So in the future, cameras have a makeup filter. Got it.
Do we need to talk, Commander?
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
God, your face freaks me out. It's so off. It's just so off. I don't know. Ugh. It's worse than Miranda's in 2. Like, I can stare at a Prothean face and be fine, but then as soon as I see Allers, I'm just like, ugh. It will not. Uh-oh. Yep, and that was the last recording of his husband before he died. And I'll be... I will be doing an Iron Man hard run through of XCOM 2 in between, just as a change of pace between 3 and Andromeda. Thing is, I haven't played XCOM 2 in so long. 95% chance that this is going to be a failed run. I'm going to lose too many people. I'm going to lose the game. There's a timer on it. So it's going to be like it's probably going to be a failed attempt, which means it probably won't take very long. So it's going to be like a nice intermission between Mass Effect 3 and Andromeda. I don't see it taking that long, though.
They're everywhere. I love you, but I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve. No, don't.
Commander. Sorry. Didn't see you there. This is a recording from Ferris Fields. Months ago. I lost a lot of friends that day. I lost my husband. I grieved. Said goodbye, made my peace.
You were talking to him when the collectors hit?
I was organizing construction at a remote station a few clicks south of the main colony. Robert managed to get outside of the field the collectors put up. Instead of running, he called me.
I'm sorry for your loss. He obviously cared a lot about you.
He was afraid I wouldn't let go. But for him, I moved on. Or at least I thought I had. Then the invasion hits, there's no time. And the one thing I grab is this. I mean, what's the point of moving on with your life when everything is going to hell?
Start thinking that way and we've already lost.
Yeah, you're right, but... well, to be honest, I've never felt as alone as I do right now.
Wow. Isn't that nice and comforting? We're all alone, Cortez.
You're not alone, Steve. I'm here, anytime you need me.
I appreciate that, Shepard, I really do. But don't worry, Commander. When I'm in that pilot seat, I'm there 100%. I won't fail you. It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
I know.
Sir.
Oh, sad Cortez. And a cool mechanic in this game is the more you talk to him and the more you encourage him to move on, it affects something later in the game. That I didn't know that the first time through because I was playing as nice guy Shepard. But if you play as like someone who just doesn't care, you don't talk to him, yeah, it's not a great outcome. All right, James, you seen a turning around here?
I still can't believe it. A real live Prothean. Doc must be over the moon.
You could say that.
I hear the guy's not all there, exactly. Damn, I can't imagine. Brought forward 50,000 years, last of your kind. That's bound to screw with your mind.
Yeah.
Well, here's hoping he can help us with the Reapers.
His gun can.
I bet the elusive man's boiling in his brandy right about now. Took that Prothean right out from under him. Hey.
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 Doggo.
Good dog.
Bark, bark. All right, I think that's everybody. Time for the next mission. Now, in Mass Effect 2, because you couldn't lock yourself out of any missions, I did like all the recruitments, then I did all the loyalty missions, then I did all the side stuff out of like 2 or 3 streams over the course of 2 or 3 streams. Can't do that with this one. You have to do the side stuff first because you can get locked out of it at the next start. This game kind of has like it's like Dragon Age 2, where it has chapters, and when you move on to the next chapter, it cuts off the previous stuff, at least most of it. So I don't want that to happen. The DLC is safe, which means I'll be doing that later. But anytime something new unlocks, I have to do it, which is kind of how I usually play anyway. Now I'm back to my old style of play. Speaking of which, we're already here. We might as well look at the Asgard system. And if I think of space and Asgard, of course I think Thor from, Marvel. But I also think Stargate. I love the Asgard. Thor. Those are some good episodes.
Signal confirmed.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. The Reapers like to chase you in this one, too. Planet Tyr. Tyr is compositionally similar to Earth. However, it lies over 4 AU from Asgard and possesses an atmosphere primarily composed of nitrogen and ethane. While a potential target for terraforming, the proximity of the shirt sleeves habitable Terra Nova regulated Tyr to a support role. Oh, that's right. Terra Nova's in this place. That's where Bringing Down the Sky took place in Mass Effect 1. Nearly 100 corporations, human and alien constructed tele-operated mining, refining, and manufacturing facilities across the planet. The Reapers immediately targeted these, seeking to cut off the Alliance's supply of hydrogen fuel cells. Reapers aren't stupid. And what am I going to find here? Little delayed. Come on. There we go. Alliance Naval Exploration Flotilla. Oh. No, we will not. Look, this especially, I'm saying this since Picard has come out. I have not seen a single episode of Picard yet. I'm probably going to wait till the first season's over and then binge it. That's what I did with Discovery. By the way, I never finished Discovery Season 1, and I haven't even watched Season 2. I'm going to eventually. I've heard mixed reviews. I want a new Stargate show. I want one. I'm probably never going to get it, but because MGM's a mess. Bohr is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with over 90 moons. The light of ionized hydrogen filtering through an upper cloud deck of sodium causes its striking coloration. The source of the ionization is not yet to be confirmed, but Bohr's mass equal to 6 Jupiters, and high temperatures suggest it may be a brown dwarf, a gas giant that gained almost enough mass to ignite into a small star. The Reapers destroyed Bohr's extensive helium-3 infrastructure, although wreckage indicates that the Sixth Fleet did not give up the planet without a fight. Oh, and there's stuff here. I think the best Stargate game I ever played was simply Empire at War with a Stargate mod. That's all it was. Remains of Reaper destroyed. Ooh, a Reaper got destroyed. One of the smaller ones. Uh-oh. Bong. Terra Nova. Terra Nova was one of the Class 1 colonization prospects discovered by the first wave of Alliance surveys in 2150. It was the second human extrasolar colony and the first beyond the Chiron mass relay. It once boasted the highest population of any formally endorsed Alliance colony, but in recent years, threats of Batarian attack caused many to immigrate. The name Exodus Cluster became all too apt. Damn Batarians. The Reapers landed on Terra Nova after a brief battle with the Alliance's Sixth Fleet. Aware that it would lose, the fleet retreated it in hopes of meeting with allies and retaking the planet. Intelligence indicates that the Reaper force here is light, and a debate rages over whether to try to liberate the planet, or if such an effort would prove futile if the Reapers sent reinforcements. Nothing here? Nope, something here. There you are. Am I going to find some people? Am I going to rescue some people? Alliance Cruiser Shanghai. Or Shanghai. Shanghai? Reapers! Yee.
Evasion successful.
And now I go back in? Of course I go back in. Loki. A small terrestrial world with a little to recommend it, Loki's one hemisphere is largely covered by ice, and the other by craggy basaltic highlands. The rough, varied terrain suggests an ancient cataclysm caused significant damage to the planet. Reaching 6.5 AU at a pedigree and 7.1 AU at epigee, Loki's unusually elliptical orbit reinforces this hypothesis. Beneath Loki's ice cap, it's only one, runs a naturally formed network of subterranean tunnels. These have been proven useful to Alliance forces in retreat. Nevertheless, any organics hidden here remain in peril, as Loki's atmosphere is inhospitable and Reaper scanning technology is efficient. Ooh, I want to find people. I can get people back from behind enemy lines. And I found Alliance Spec Ops Team Delta. Yeah. I just like the idea of, okay, alright.
Reapers eluded.
I like the idea of being on a stealth ship and just finding groups of people to get on the ship and then get out of there. Now, I'm missing something.
Faster than light jump success.
Think I care about Reapers? Come on, there's something else here. Oh, there it is.
Evasion successful.
Now, if you position yourself, you end up being where that is. Meaning, if I do right here, you start right here. Works for the most part. Ooh, I got some fuel. Okay.
Reapers eluded.
Is there any other system here? No, there's not. All right. Exodus cluster down. And now I can get that fuel. No Reapers here. This has 200 fuel. Not bad, not bad. Nah, I'm fine. I'm fine. The Reapers aren't going to get me. Alright, before I do the actual missions, I'm going to go to just like the random systems. Like this one. So I'm going to skip that one for now. You know, I like this Normandy better. I mean, obviously it's not Cerberus anymore, which is good. But I like the blue color scheme a little better than the yellow. Planet Speculus. Speculus is a relatively large rock and ice planet known for its deposits of magnetically active percolate. I almost said percolate. This is not coffee. Paraclast, which interferes with some starship scans. Conspiracy theories and pulp adventure claim that secret fortresses are concealed under the ice. The Reaper invasion force appears to have passed the planet by, which is likely the only insight that organics will ever have into the Reaper's literary taste. Ooh. How about Planet Varouche? Varouche is a hydrogen-helium gas giant named for an ancient Batarian monarch whose empire spanned continents. He had such a penchant for mating that 0.6% of modern Batarians claim to trace their lineage to him. Oh, so he's the Kangas Khan. I literally said Kangas Khan. I've been playing too much Pokemon. He's the Genghis Khan of Batarians. The planet's moons are named after his many recognized wives. The largest, Bira, concealed Prothean ruins that helped the Batarians develop FTL travel. It is a Batarian point of pride that since the ruins were damaged by earthquakes, they had less information to go on than other spacefaring species. The Reapers have destroyed all obvious military outposts in Varouche's orbit. The Batarians' notorious secrecy, however, may have allowed concealed subterranean facilities on Varouche's moon to survive. Poor Batarians.
I found something.
They're all dead. Of course they are. Think about the writers of this game. They're like, look, we have to make this seem pretty bad. We need to take one species, and have them be completely wiped out initially. Just to make it seem like the Reapers mean business. Of course they pick Batarians. Why wouldn't they? They could have picked the Volus. They could have picked the Elcor, a species that's never on your team, they don't hear about much. Nope, they picked the Batarians. Of course they did. And I was not paying attention to what I just got. Well, you could argue that it's the Protheans' fault that humans would have been wiped out if the cycle had continued like it was supposed to. Finding Prothean technology essentially uplifted species, right? So it's because of that. And remember, the Protheans actually did uplift the Asari somewhat. They gave them biotics. You could argue that if the cycle had continued like normal and happened on schedule, the reason why certain species might have been targeted by the Reapers is because the Protheans gave them tech, and we found tech. So it's kind of their fault that we almost died. But you know what? I can't really blame them. They were that desperate. They knew we were screwed anyway. If we weren't advanced enough to be attacked this time, it would have been next time. So it was inevitable. Desda. A dwarf planet, Desda was explored in the beginnings of the Batarian space age and mined for its unusual occurrence of uranium, which was rare on Karshan. Whether the planet has been completely mined out is unclear. Accurate data on the planet was lost after a power struggle within the Batarian government. The Reaper attack has further worsened the information flow. Yeah, because they're all dead. There is no information flow. There's no flow. Everything's dead. Karshan, the Batarian homeworld, is wrapped less in mystery than in outright lies. Batarian propaganda claims the world has 15 billion inhabitants and an economy that rivals the Asari. Although the legal slave trade does boost the Batarians' profits somewhat, Citadel sanctions have left a paper tiger of an empire, one that fights rivals through deniable terrorist actions rather than the wars its heyday centuries ago. The Reapers will likely be the death blow to that empire. Almost no information has escaped Karshan. Yeah, I said it right. I said it right. Stop doubting me. Since the Reapers destroyed the comm buoys, but Batarian refugees say that resistance has created a bond among the commoners. If new government can rise from the ashes, that bond may sustain a new Batarian society. Could it be a better society? I mean, it can't be much worse, could it? I mean, what's it going to be? Pillars of Strength. There's a Batarian on the Citadel I think I can give that to. Speaking of the Citadel, I need to go back there. I think that I might have unlocked new areas in there now. I think I missed a planet. This one. A tiny rock planet that is now missing much of its ice. I'm assuming it's Ilum. Was part of a grand project by a hegemony dictator known as Grebasht the Mad. His aim was to drop enormous chunks of Ilum's ice on the surface of otherwise uninhabited desert planets in the hopes of creating sustainable lakes and seas. Wiser heads than he pointed out that wow. I am butchering this. Diverting a comet was more plausible, but he executed those who disagreed with him. His career was surprisingly long given his loose grip on reality, mostly because his projects employed large numbers of Batarians. Today, Ilum lies abandoned. Hegemony spy drones will orbit the planet, but it is doubtful anyone on Karshan is paying attention to what data they sent back. Alright. 100%. Let's go. Untrell. What's going on in Untrell?
Signal confirmed.
I will grab this because I need it. Only 100? Ugh. A deck is a brutally hot and wet garden world covered with mold and lichen analogies. Analogs. I said yes, analogies. It has many viruses and bacteria lethal to Batarian physiology. The hegemony colonized a deck early in its expansion, but few of the colonists wanted to stay. A few of them wanted to stay. The result was domination by a class of landed slave owners. A small cadre of well-paid engineers and skilled laborers kept the planet's mechs and infrastructure functioning. Alliance estimates put the planet's Batarian population at just over 6 million, but that number has likely fallen since the Reapers arrived. Oh, ouch. And I found... Credits recovered. Oh, I found money. Good. That'll help me. That'll help me beat the Reapers. I'll use the throw money skill in Final Fantasy X and just throw money at them. Kloss. It's a rock planet with almost no atmosphere to speak of. Consequently, the planet retains fairly little heat considering how close it orbits to an energetic star. The relatively mild temperature made Kloss attractive for robo-mining, with an emphasis on platinum. The planet also has an abundance of sodium oxide used in the manufacture of lye, but profit margins on their compound are thin by comparison. The Reapers have destroyed the orbital structures or stations surrounding Kloss and cut the strands of the space elevators that earlier generations of Batarians used to transport goods to orbit. God, man, they just didn't leave a single planet alone, did they? Eska. According to Batarian propaganda, the Batarian population exceeds the Council races. The Batarian military is the most powerful, and the Batarians' unlivable hot house planets are the hottest and most unlivable. This is getting kind of ridiculous. Their best proof of this last point is Eska, which closely orbits the scorching yellow-white star Untrell. Eska's nitrogen-heavy atmosphere might once have held oxygen, but if so, it burned off long ago. Even robo-miners don't care for Eska. Although some modern mining equipment can withstand the heat, the machinery still gets stuck in the soup of molten light metals on the planet's surface. Reaper presence near Eska seems light. Scans reveal wreckage orbiting the planet, likely destroyed hegemony surveillance drones. They didn't even leave that crappy planet alone. Uza, a methane-rich gas giant. The wreckage around the Helium-3 infrastructure is unusual. It looks as if fleeing Batarians tried to sever the connection equipment and take it with them when they were attacked. No Reaper ships, functional or otherwise, are immediately detectable, suggesting that the Batarians may have actually turned on each other. Big surprise.
Faster than light jump successful.
Alright, let's get out of here. This is a dead system. And you gotta be careful with the fuel. I think there actually is a system that has a working fuel depot still in it that I can use right now, I think. Hey, it's Hades Gamma. It's probably seen better days. Oh. Why is it making the noise that I found something?
I found
Oh,
something.
well, oh wow, I didn't realize it did that. It made the sound before I scanned. Huh. And boop. A gecko. During the initial survey of the Ananias system, only a single flyby probe was spared for the small scorched world of a gecko. It revealed a planet unusually rich in heavier elements given its size. A gecko is a standard terrestrial with a thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its crust is mainly composed of magnesium with deposits of cobalt and other heavy metals. Due to extremely rough, cratered terrain, starships are discouraged from landing. Trebin. That sounds very familiar. I think this is landable in Mass Effect 1. It's a modest terrestrial world with an atmosphere composed of nitrogen and argon. Its surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of silver. Trebin's environment is relatively mild, but the scarcity of water or similar enabling substances has prevented the development of any biosphere. Exogeny Corp recently performed a test impact of single water ice comet into the surface, the first step of a long-term plan to thicken the atmosphere and introduce water to the environment. A survey team is on the surface, monitoring the geological and meteorological effects of the test impact. Most of the water released is still in the form of atmospheric vapor, but thick cloud banks have formed. There is every indication that this arid world will soon see its first rain. The survey team's progress has been hampered by frequent mechanical or computer failures in their GPS satellites. Can I find them and get them off the planet? Hey guys, this isn't the best time to go terraforming a planet by dropping comets into it. You got Reapers. And money. I mean, money's useful in this. I guess I can't complain too much. Edmos, a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with a trace of methane in its atmosphere. If Trebin's terraforming is successful, it is expected that a helium-3 fuel refinery facility for the system will be set up here. And Ploba is the second and by far the larger of the two gas giants. Active scans by survey ships have returned tantalizing indications of massive solid structures deep within the atmosphere, too regular in pattern to be anything natural. Some believe Ploba is a Jupiter brain, a planet-sized supercomputer. Adherents of this theory have fruitlessly beamed signals towards the sunken megastructures, hoping to get the machine's attention. Others believe that an ancient spacefaring race disposed of their weapons of war by dumping them into the planet. The last attempt to reach and salvage Ploba's deep anomalies went tragically wrong and ended with a crew of 12 being trapped and crushed in the gas giant's lower atmosphere. That'd be a good reason to not go back there. Oh, there it is. It was so small I couldn't see it. It's that one right there. Vemel. Vemel is an enormous terrestrial world of mixed rock and ice with an atmosphere of methane and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of calcium with deposits of iron. Because of noxious surface gases, explorers are warned to use extreme caution. Oh, it's a rock. Well, I was going to say gas planet, but it's not. It's rock. But it's all stinky. Hunador. Hunador is a moderately sized ice world with an extremely thin atmosphere composed of krypton and xenon. Its frozen surface is unusually smooth, suggesting widespread repaving by cryovolcanic processes, though no such activity is currently evident. Next. Oh, there's a lot of places here. Plutus. Mingido. Mingido is a sun-baked wasteland of sodium, chlorates, and radioactives. Its relatively light mass has left it tidally locked to the star Plutos, with a day-side hot pole and a night-side cold pole. The powerful solar winds has stripped most of the atmosphere away. No, nothing there. Maedla. It's a terrestrial planet with a light atmosphere of carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfide. The surface is hot and mainly composed of magnesia with deposits of sulfur. Over a dozen volcanoes are currently erupting across the surface. How about you guys?
Signal confirmed.
Ooh, good. Uh-oh. The Reapers are here. Clocrolus. Not a big fan of that name. It's a modern rock planet roughly the size of Mars. It has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of silicate rock with deposits of aluminum and other light metals. The planet has a very weak magnetic field. In addition to very high levels of solar radiation, it is not suitable for Mass Effect discharge operations. Here they come. Nonwell. Though it is one of the oldest entries in the star charts, Nonwell has not yet been fully mapped. It is the largest body in the asteroid belt of the blue star Plutus. Not only large enough to maintain a spherical shape, but also massive enough to retain the noxious carbon and sulfur dioxides venting from its many volcanoes as an atmosphere. Oh, hey. Hey, Colby. How are you doing today? Nonwell is... I like how when I'm reading this, I hear that Reaper music. It feels like I need to hurry up. Nonwell is rapidly volcanic, and the source of its great heat is also the source of its inordinate mass. Nonwell is a secondary source of element zero, coalesced around a large chunk of Ezo ejected by a supernova billions of years ago. Surface conditions are extremely hazardous. In addition to the thin crust and numerous magma flows, wide stretches of the landscape are coated with slippery ash and cinders ejected from the volcanoes. So, fun place. Oh, I forgot to look at the thing. What am I going to find on the slippery planet? And it is... Ooh, Special Ops Team Zeta. And the 103rd Marines Division. Look at that. Ah. Get away from me.
Evasion successful.
Now, I think I've gotten all the planets except for that one. I can't forget about the planets. Vayaria is a huge hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane in its atmosphere. Cool. Good story.
Faster than light jump successful.
Now, Jay, could you at least try to make it seem like you don't want me to get caught by the Reapers? Just a little. All right. How about I scan right here?
I found something.
Ooh. 200 fuel. That's only half, though. Jartar. Now that sounds very familiar. It is a terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The surface is hot and primarily composed of unremarkable silicates. Occasional deposits of aluminum, magnesium, and other light metals can be found. Jartar is noted for the discovery of the Leviathan of Dis, the apparent corpse of a genetically engineered living starship. The Leviathan was found in the bottom of a crater by a Batarian survey team and estimated to be nearly 1 billion years old. It disappeared after a visit to the system by a Batarian dreadnought 20 years ago. What a surprise. Since then, the Batarians have steadfastly denied that the Leviathan existed at all. All the more, I can't even say that. That word, then shown recordings of the corpse made by Solarian researchers. There you go. Nerum. A terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of basaltic rock. Its most prominent feature is the Elos Rift Valley, a long volcanic divergent zone that stretches across half the northern hemisphere. Well, the Reapers are almost here. I'm gonna get one more scan off. I'm gonna read the planets first. Gremar. Pokemon. Gremar is an ice terrestrial with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of frozen ammonia with deposits of tin and other light metals. When exposed to sunlight, Gremar's ammonia can melt, forming equatorial seas of the toxic chemical. Oh, good. Seas of ammonia. This has allowed a profusion of simple fungus and lichens to evolve in the low-energy environment. A byproduct of their metabolism causes them to glow very faintly. While the light of an individual is insignificant, large patches seem to reinforce the light of one another and are visible from space. No. I guess did that not work? Try just using the word time. I might have changed it to time. I can just tell you, though, I've been streaming for about 2 hours. Clinsel. Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have changed that because people know it as that. Oh, what the... Alright, Nightbot. I'm pretty sure it's time. Yeah, you, Nightbot. I was talking to you. Clinsel has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its first geological surveys were performed by Batarians and suggested areas of great mineral wealth. Human mining concerns spent billions of credits hustling to the distant system and sinking test bores to claim the system for humanity. Oh. Maybe it's only set to VIP, which is kind of stupid. I'll fix that later. But Clinsel had only an advantage. Wow, an average level of mineral wealth, valuable, but hardly worth the Russian expense. Maritas Industria, a small Mexican company hoping to strike it rich in their first extrasolar mining venture, had to file for bankruptcy protection. Investigation revealed the Batarian crew had deliberately falsified their surveys, hoping it would encourage human rivals to invest in a costly boondoggle. While unethical, this was not technically illegal, and the Batarian government disavowed the personal actions of a few misguided patriots. The planet is still littered with abandoned mineral bases, or mining bases, which are often used as temporary meeting places for criminals. Yeah, I think I might have set a bunch of stuff to VIP just because I was trying some stuff out. That shouldn't be VIP, though. Raisha. Raisha is a standard hydrogen helium... And yes, there's that. I'm so glad you know about that, Jay. Hold on. Let me
Blitzball.
There we go. Let's see. Traces during the brief gold rush to Clinsel, a few companies established an infrastructural for helium-3 skimming and deuterium mining on Raisha's ice moons. When Clinsel proved to be less wealthy than expected, the facilities were stripped for parts and abandoned. Aww. Speaking of Blitzball, the new emote I'm waiting for approval has to do with Blitzball. Oop. Oh, the Reapers are here. And I forgot to get this while I was here. Anything good? Money! Woohoo! I found money. That will fund the war efforts.
Evasion successful.
Okay, I'm running a little low on fuel when I get there, but you know what? The game's gonna be nice enough to give me fuel, right? Farinata. Only 3 planets, huh?
Signal confirmed.
And there's some fuel. Reapers, leave me alone. Leave me alone for a bit. Juntanma. Sure. Is a small, broiling terrestrial world. Its thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane is being steadily blown off by the powerful solar wind from the star Farinata. The surface is scorching hot and mainly, it kind of already said that, but mainly composed of sulfur with the deposits of copper. Its density is low enough to leave the world tidally locked to Farinata. The Alliance Defense Data Network notes that several ships have been spotted cruising near the planet with transponders turned off. While an Alliance patrol attempted pursuit of one, the unidentified vessel rabbited to FTL. Its trail was lost when it obscures its light trace in the confusion of signals along the Anansi Ishtar shipping lane. Well then. Okay, there's one more thing here. Oh. Nepnu. With a rare combination of features, Nepnu is a particular interest to the scientific community. Nepnu is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. As with all the worlds of Farinata, its surface is scorching hot. The crust mainly consists of silicates laced with iron. How's that a combination? Okay, cool. Screw you, Reapers. I can scan as much as I want now. I'm not afraid of you. No, bye.
Reapers eluded.
What, Nipnu? Oh, come on. There's something else here. Let me find it. Stupid Reapers, go away. Ah. Now, can I get out of here alive? This better be worth it. It better be more than just money. Ooh, I found a frigate. And something else. And, oh, and I added to the first fleet. Yay, I found a ship. Bye, Reapers.
Evasion successful.
Now to the system of Cacus, which hopefully once again has fuel. Faragor. The planet. A large but low-density terrestrial world, the planet is generally believed to consist mainly of ice water. Or water ice, I read that backwards. Occasional upwelling of metals caused by the interacting tidal forces of several large moons suggest the core is small but extremely dense. The planet has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of dark carbon-laced water ice. 13 years ago, the planet's grim surface color and dim illumination drew the cinematographer Risa Uvarsson to film the exterior scenes of Starless on location. Acknowledged as a masterpiece of gothic horror, the sets, well preserved by the vacuum, draw hundreds of tourists to the backwater system every year. Yeah. I'll say, you know what? I'll save when I get back to the system. I'm risking it. Plus, this game autosaves. If you get killed by the Reapers, you literally start in the same system. You just lose the progress in the system. Zayartar. Gerger. An enigmatic terrestrial planet. There's a hazy atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of calcium with deposits of sodium. 3 times in the last century, ships stopping at discharge at Treyarmus have reported geometric patterns of lights on the dark side of the planet. Attempts at closer investigation prove fruitless. The lights disappear when ships move. Aliens. UFOs. Do.
I found something.
Oh, it's this planet. This sounds super familiar. Shohei is a terrestrial planet whose surface is mainly composed of aluminum with numerous deposits of calcium. Though it has enough mass to retain a dense atmosphere, the planet is nearly a vacuum. This lack of atmosphere allows a moderate average temperature, but the differences between day and night are extreme. The surface of the planet's sunward-facing side is usually covered by a haze of volatiles, mainly water vapor and carbon dioxide, which return to the ground as frost over the course of the long, cold night. The Assertive Foundation has established a research outpost on the planet to investigate the native subterranean life, which shows incredible resilience to extremes of heat and cold. And there's something here. Where are you? And it's money. Oh no, they're coming. Already read that. Already read it. I have not read this one over here. Zamari. It's a small, airless crater terrestrial, a lifeless rock quite similar to Luna. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of silicates, though one hemisphere has several seas of dark basaltic rock. And that's it. Did I read this one? Yeah, I did. Okay.
Reapers eluded.
You're not going to get me, Reapers. It's not going to happen. Although, we have our stealth systems engaged, don't we? I mean, I guess scanning kind of draws attention, but also, they can see us. Remember, the stealth drive only works if they can't physically see you, and since Reapers are giant beings that live in space, I'm sure they can literally just see me. Didn't read this one. Triarmus is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with a powerful magnetic field, making it a popular discharge site for freighters working the Anansi-Ishtar shipping routes. It is popular enough, in fact, that a Accordion ship can often be found loitering in orbit, selling the freighter crews cheap refreshments, salvage, and odd craftswork assembled by their children. Popsicle. Popsicle. I meant to say popsicle and popsicle sticks into one word. Popsticles. Art. Like the shorthand words like that. Yee.
Reapers,
I want the thing that's here. Okay. Scan here. Scan here. Scan here. Get in here? Come on. I want to know what's here.
Successful.
Ah.
Evasion successful.
I need that gas. I need the gas to be able to get back. Nope. I need to refuel. Ooh, 400. Nice. And bye.
Reapers eluded.
I'm out of here. See ya, Hades Gamma. Ah, now we're safe. Alright, I already did that one. I'm skipping that one for now. Did that one. Not going there yet. Can go back to the Citadel, which I might. How about the Minos Wasteland? Well, I wouldn't say I'm more daring, it's just I know it autosaves. Alright, I'm saving. There. You know, it's too bad I don't have an emote for Reapers. Then we can see all the Reapers floating out in space. Although we can already do that, can't we?
Signal confirmed.
Uh-oh. Reapers. Vir. A pressure cooker planet with a thin nitrogen-heavy atmosphere, Vir is largely ignored by the galactic community. Probes have revealed a crust of nickel and scorched carbon, both of which can be found in abundance elsewhere at far lesser temperatures. So, no reason to go there. Pitus. I like pie. Well, I was going to say I liked pie. I still like pie, I just can't eat it. Though the planet has a combination of features that make terraforming a possibility, the rights of the planet have been tied up in Citadel Council courts for the past 9 years. The running joke is that by the time the Council finally gives the go-ahead to colonize the planet will have evolved life of its own. Home to comfortable temperatures and a mild atmosphere of mostly nitrogen and argon, the planet could be habitable with an addition of oxygen-producing cyanobacteria. Its crust is high in silicates and carbon, allowing for easy fabrication of construction materials. You just die. It's just game over. Oh, there's crust here. I can find pie. Give me that pie. I hope it's lemon meringue pie, my favorite. Or money that can buy me pie? It is. It's money that can buy me pie. Cool. I will go to the Citadel and buy some pie. All right. Aquatus. Or Aquatus. Home to the famous Iron Canyons. The planet has a reddish iron oxide dust, hematite, covered much of its surface, and significant blue cobalt deposits that freckle the terrain. Turian explorers have discovered hot springs in the polar ice caps, heated by magma in the planet's crust. In a strange combination of science and hucksterism? I'm not even sure what that is. A small facility exports water from these springs, which is bottled and sold as having been oh no. Oh no. I kind of know what that word means now. The funds are then used to maintain a research station, which has discovered some fossil evidence that the planet once harbored microscopic life based on deoxyribonucleic acids in these springs. I mean, at least it's going to science. I mean, I'll get a game over, just not this one. You know what? I'll prove it. If I ever get caught by the Reapers, I will randomly gift a sub to chat. How about that? There you go. By the way, that system only had, that cluster only had one system, so moving on. Z-Cha.
I found something.
What happens if I win the bet? No. Are we going with like my entirety of Mass Effect 3 streams or just this stream? What are we saying? If I get caught by a Reaper, I gift a sub, and if I don't, you gift a sub? I guess it'd be fair to do the entirety of the entire series, but we'll both forget by then anyway. Aphras. A unique discovery. Aphras is a heavenly twin. A planet in a star system that has not one, but two worlds. Rest of the game? I mean, I'm saying, like, do you mean like this stream? Or as a whole? Like, the rest of Mass Effect 3 as total? A planet... Oh! For the whole thing, huh? Alright. I'll try. Aphras is a heavenly twin. A planet in a star system that has not one, but two worlds of sufficient mass to retain an oxygen-oxygen environment, a nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere within the habitable life zone of its parent star. Fossil evidence shows abundant vertebrates and evidence of a sapient terrestrial avian species in its progeny. Ooh, bird people. Turians? Aren't Turians bird people? Floating llamas. However, the only trace of contemporary life on the planet is that of a single-celled organism in its seas. All else has suffered from an extinction event, a series of massive impacts that vaporized vast quantities of water and lofted dust into its atmosphere. Early theories that this event was a collision with a fragmenting asteroid have now been discounted. The impact craters were aimed directly at habitation centers. Aww. Oh, did you see the bet we have now? If I never get caught by a Reaper in my Mass Effect 3 playthrough, Jay is going to gift 5 subs to chat. You're watching full screen. Yay, more detail. Zadaban. No, not... Those don't belong in space. But llamas do. Zadaban is a large, dense planet named for a Volus god of punishment. The Volus have a god of punishment? Its crust is rich in uranium eroded by winds to create large radioactive dust storms across its surface. See, yeah, llamas belong in space. The Volus of Talis Phaea have explored the planet thoroughly with space probes and telepresent robo mining machines and discovered they are not the first to exploit the planet. Plastics from a mining station approximately 50,000 years ago can be found near the planet's equator. I wonder who that was. Curiously, the mines nearby were not tapped out of uranium ore. They were instead abandoned at the height of their operation. Now, what's here? Am I going to find some money? I found money. Space money. I got space money, space llama, space pie. Tossal Nim. The sister tragedy to the extinction event on Afras, Tossal Nim was the rarest of jewels, a second garden planet within the same life zone as Afras. Not as old as its sister planet, its fossil evidence indicates it was home to abundant invertebrate sea life. However, similar craters to those on Afras created a dust cloud that killed 99% of biota on the planet. The event spacing of the craters indicates a coordinated simultaneous attack from points around the globe, rather than an asteroid collision or a supervolcanic scenario. See, when I try to read too fast, that's what happens. I'm missing something. Vem Osca, a Jovian gas giant. Vem Osca, or Weeping Witness in Hyperion Volus, is a low-density hydrogen-helium planet with 35 moons. Later this year, 33 of the moons will be visible from the planet's surface in a conjunction. An event will be recorded by space probes from all over the galaxy. Except it won't be because the Reapers are going to kill everyone. I already saved. Leave me alone. Stop bombarding my ship with save spheres. Alright, Reapers. Come on. Bring it on. Uh-oh. Ah. Nope. Nope. No. Okay, I'm good.
Faster than light jump successful.
Yeah, you'll just wait until the ship's not on the screen. I know how you think. Devious mind. Alright.
Evasion successful.
How about Erla Rast? The Reapers are celebrating. Bovis Tor. Named the Shining Sea in an old Volus language. Bovis Tor is so named for its boiling surface rich in glowing hot alumina, flecked with dark ridges of carbon. Its thick atmosphere of nitrogen and oxygen is no indicator of life, since the temperatures are simply too high. Talis Phaea. A planet capable of supporting life, if that life happened to breathe ammonia, so Volus. Discovered by Asari explorers, the planet was used as a bargaining chip by the Citadel Council, who quickly drafted a colonization agreement with its wealthy client race, the Volus. The Council would fund the Volus colonization effort in return for massive trade benefits. uncharacteristic enthusiasm, an enormous Volus influx ensued, and the Council reaped the economic benefits for a dozen years, before the colonization bubble burst. The Reapers found Talos Phae easy prey. Oh no, not the Volus. The independent planet had a defense fleet only sufficient to handle small-scale actions. Its high population and industrial base, once a deterrent to war with other Terminus system worlds, has only served to attract a larger number of Reapers than usual. Oh.
Signal confirmed.
Well, those Volus are dead. You know, I was going to ask what Reaper things do you think they turn the Volus into? Nothing. They probably deem the Volus as not worthy. It's like Solarians. Prothean obelisk. Ooh. Daz Atab. An ice giant, Daz Atab, or Sky Warden, has a bluish tinge from its hydrogen-methane atmosphere. Its axial tilt causes its seasons to vary wildly in temperature. What a boring planet. One of the only thing that's mentioned is the color. It's like talking about the weather, you know, it's kind of boring. Like, so, how about that planet's color?
Reapers eluded.
You know, I wonder what happened to that Volus. Where do you think he is right now? There it is. No, you will not cost me my subscriptions. Wreckage. All right. Yummy, yummy fuel. I got some ship food.
Successful.
Do. Morden maybe. Morden's weird. Morden's a weird Solarian.
Reapers eluded.
And then we have, oh yeah, the Cerberus Lab mission, which is basically just a multiplayer mission. Whee! All right, Skepsis.
I found something.
Wallace, an unusually small Pegasid or hot Jupiter. Wallace was originally an extrasolar planet that entered the system and was captured by the gravity well of the G-class star Skepsis. Tidally locked, Wallace's hot side reaches temperatures over 2,500 degrees Celsius. While not large enough proportionate to the star to cause eclipses visible from Watson, it is easily seen at dawn or dusk as one of the brightest objects in the sky. Darwin. A mid-sized rock planet, Darwin is ironically named, being one of the worst places for life in the galaxy. Its atmosphere is punishing, its temperature boiling, its chemical makeup toxic. Carbon monoxide and methane wrap the planet in an unyielding haze, and scans of its surface show only silicates and molten tin. Its daily thermal fluctuations lead to hurricane-level vortices, 2 at each pole, forming eyes that can be seen from orbit. Despite all this, Darwin is still used by spacers as a drive core discharge point. Hydrogen pierces the clouds in the upper atmosphere, making for a relatively benign approach. Sounds like a good Krogan place to live. Crick. Known for its spectacular geysers that can be seen from orbit, Crick is a rock planet with expansive frozen oceans. Though it is within the temperature and pressure range for human habitation, its thick atmosphere is largely carbon dioxide and monoxide, making breath masks or environmental suits mandatory. The most abundant resource for exploitation are the potassium salts found in its seabeds, which fetch good price on terraforming worlds. Watson is known in human media for 2 things: its spectacular tides brought on by a large moon, and the bureaucratic snafu over which Earth nation got to settle there first. Watson is a garden world, first discovered in 2165 CE, with the credit claimed by the Chinese People's Federation, the United North American States, and the European Union. The Systems Alliance brokered the infamous Reykjavik Compromise, allowing limited colonization from each coalition and cities compromised to populations from each nation. That probably went well. Watson itself trends colder than Earth, with a temperate zone, measuring about 30 degrees latitude in either direction from the equator. Its life does not easily map to Earth's evolutionary eras. Some islands have species that resemble terrestrial placental mammals. Others are overrun by arthropods. Ooh. It is estimated that at least 2 more generations of xenologists will be needed to properly classify all the species on the planet. Aw, nothing. Pauling. This is a long one for a gas giant. A hydrogen-methane gas giant, Pauling's gravitational field is believed to have cleared most of what otherwise would have been a sizable asteroid belt. The 2163 mission of the space probe Ultimate gave the inhabitants of Watson reams of data reinforcing this theory, giving the colonists an accurate count of its moons, 66 rings, moon-like ring objects, and more than 200 impact craters on the surface of its metallic core. Ultimate has been since retrieved for reuse on subsequent missions within the solar system. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Chemowitz. Named for the 21st century pioneer of groundwater remediation techniques, Chemowitz is an impressive layer of ice over a stony metallic core. Yeah. Despite its size, it has only one moon, Noah, which shares its carbonaceous composition, leading astronomers to believe it formed following a giant impact. Kind of like our moon, supposedly. Maybe. Iridium deposits have attracted miners to the planet, who must work through robots and telepresence because of the planet's strong gravity. That's not an emote yet. Maybe it will be someday. Alright. What you got, Watson? It'll be a Reaper with just a big angry face on it. Javelin missile launchers, those will be good against Reapers. Hey, it's Franklin. A large moon, Franklin retains a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide, but its desolate surface holds no signs of water or life. In order to defend Watson from the pirates of the Terminus systems, Franklin is home to 2 Alliance spaceports and naval bases capable of fielding 6 fighter squadrons each and a classified number of interplanetary ballistic missiles. Mass effect fields keep the gravity in its installations at a comfortable level for long-term living. Now, where is this thing I'm missing? Here they come. How have they allowed me this? Yeah, I was going to say they should have shown up a while ago. Come on. Come on. Give me the loot. Give me the space loot.
Faster than light jump successful.
Where is it? Uh-oh. Yee!
Evasion successful.
Oh, this sucks. I can't find it. Maybe it's on the outside edge here. Hey, Reaper. That.
Reapers elude.
Bye. Give me your fuel system. Oh, come on. It's the Reapers are just toying with me. Aha! Yeah, bye.
Evasion successful.
Decorus. Ooh, a Cerberus lab.
Signal confirmed.
Oh, it appears there's no Reapers in this system. Oh, look, I can scan as much as I want. Lena, or Cloaked, is a methane-clouded hothouse planet. Its lack of a metal-rich core and significant magnetosphere allow for an easy scan, which reveals mining equipment on its surface. It can be deduced that this mining occurred within the last 5 years. Any longer and the machines would have been worn down to nothing but excessive heat and dust storms of hot iron oxide. Someone's been digging. Ooh, money. Again, money's useful in this. That's how you upgrade your weapons. Sanctum is proof of the old spacer adage: just because it's a garden world doesn't mean it's a picnic. Freezing ice storms cover the poles and temperate zones, leaving a narrow strip of habitable land at the equator. Dry but windy, this area is home to Sanctum's minimal terrestrial plant life. The planet has yet to develop land-based animals, though invertebrates grow quite large in its seas. Mining, referred to as ice cracking, at anywhere but the equator is a common employment on Sanctum. The planet is rich in platinum and palladium deposits, as well as boron, which is locally used in semiconductor doping. Travel advisory. Carbon dioxide levels in Sanctum can reach 5,000 parts per million during thermal inversions. Travelers should carry a breath mask at all times and consult the Sanctum's World Weather Service for warnings. Travel advisory. Piracy is at a 14-year global high on Sanctum. Visitors should take appropriate security precautions. Sounds like a fun place to go.